Welcome back to the podcast, Exposing the Business. Now it's time for the wrestling portion of the podcast. Steve, I know you didn't see Raw this week or SmackDown. That's all fine and dandy. Raw was decent. I didn't have any issues with it really. Do you know like the gist of everything?
Yeah, you can. I heard Rollins came out for the save for Roman.
Yeah. Roman, I'm not gonna lie. So there a new like report from the rumor mill. Apparently, W is trying to play Roman out as a cool heelish type of guy,
But still a face.
But still a face. And when you look at the promos he's had, it kind of carries over. But the problem with doing that is the fact that Driver's Lane Drop TV. The problem with doing that is that he's not. Fans don't want to see him be a cool heel. They just want to see him just be cool, if anything.
Yeah.
Like, just have him be cool. Like, just have him be silent. I feel like they keep making this man do promos. He's not a bad promo. He's evolved into a pretty decent promo. But him and Lashley just need to go just throw hands now.
Yeah, of course. I've had some somewhat breaking news.
What?
But it's about the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega.
What up?
We will not know if they're WWE bound until October. And by saying that, I mean if we see stuff change, like by the way they're being portrayed.
Kenny dropping the belts.
Yeah, storyline stuff going on. Because if that's the case and they're WWE bound, we're not going to see them until February. That's all I have.
We might see him for the Rumble. Who knows?
Yeah, that's. I think personally,
I don't think they're coming.
Stay on for the Rumble. They'll get a huge pop.
Oh yeah.
But continue what you were saying.
I don't think Kenny's coming. I don't think they're coming.
Money talks, man.
Money. Oh, and I know like these new $1 billion deals means they're gonna get paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I just can't. Kenny all this time has been saying he wants to make. He's trying to put NJPW on the map. Now, New Japan's going to recover, obviously. People thought that AJ and Shinsuke leaving was going to hurt them, but it didn't. But Kenny Omega leaving and Young Bucks leaving is just like, what are you going to do with them when they come to the E?
I don't know, but anything's possible. If they're going to put Lashley and Lesnar into an octagon and fight in WWE, then
Are they?
that's what they're talking about.
Man, I can't see it.
But
Lesnar want to fight him. Oh man. Also, have you heard that rumor? Maybe you're the one who told me. I forget, but the rumor that Lesnar may not even wrestle until like Survivor Series.
yeah.
Get the belt off this man right now, please. Just stop this, please.
Well, Vince is probably, sitting back there saying, hey, we care what the fans think. I'm going to get off to it. I don't care what they think. I don't keep the belt on that walking Armageddon because it's not Lashley anymore.
It's ridiculous how, and it may just be a work, so to rile up the fans, to get them to cheer Roman, it probably is. Because I can't see them not having that belt defended at SummerSlam. I cannot see it. It would be almost astronomically awful to have that belt not defended.
Yeah.
That belt has spent more time off TV than it's spent on TV.
That is
Think
true.
about that.
That is true.
In the time it's been incepted, we've had Finn Balor being champion for one day. We've had Kevin Owens being champion for he was champion for 6 months, 7 months, probably 6 months or 7 months around that time. And then after that, it's been Goldberg and then Brock. It's been in the hands of two part-timers who, for basically a combined year plus, have held that belt and not even been on TV with it. Mostly Brock. Goldberg at least appeared for the most part of his reign. And it's kind of ridiculous how this is the storyline you have to play now, where it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna try and work the fans by not having the belt here, and then making Brock out to be the worst guy ever. We're gonna prey on the fans. And it's creative, but it's like you have to resort to that to get Roman over that bad.
Yeah.
It just seems it reeks of just, to me, it's bad storytelling. And I know it's not Brock's fault because Brock's just gonna do what the money says.
Yeah, of course.
But you should know you can do so much better than this. I don't know. That's for another time. If I keep going on about Brock, we'll be here for hours. You got some?
That'd be also trademarked Dr. Shelby.
They trademarked that?
Yeah, so you could probably see him in the future.
More and more
stuff.
of them?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because the Bailey, I didn't see all the Bailey Sasha segments.
And Ruby Riott suffered sprained MCL, so she'll be out for a few weeks.
Right.
It could be month to month.
All right. It shouldn't be too bad. All she has to do is just walk out with her crew, right?
Yeah, but she'll be scheduled for another reevaluation on July 30th.
Like it should be fine. Like all she got to do is just show up with her team and manage them. She don't gotta wrestle. We had on Raw as well the continuing saga of Braun and Kevin Owens. Owens running from Braun after a match. Well, the match didn't even happen. It was just Kevin ran out the ring, ran into a porta potty. Braun dragged the porta potty into the arena, duct taped it, closed, and then pushed it over the stage and got a bunch of blue doo-doo water all over Kevin.
I hate that word.
Doo-doo.
Stop.
Doo-doo.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
I'll use poo-poo. How you Okay, Steve. He just saw Jarvis Landry on TV again. I'm just so like Braun and Kevin, I guess, is a decent stopgap. Like this whole pay-per-view is just a stopgap for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Nothing really matters at this pay-per-view. I think the only thing that we're really going to get from this pay-per-view may be Shinsuke beating Jeff, because Jeff kind of needs to drop the belt. He's been wrestling injured.
Yeah.
And we probably would have had the belt dropped already had Shinsuke not gotten bit by a dog, which is crazy. But I mean, let's see. After that, Team Hell No, good reunion. Got great chemistry still, honestly.
Yeah.
Really good chemistry still. Like Kane, the best part of all was WWE did not treat us like we were dumb, and referenced the fact that Kane and Bryan, between their team breakup and now, sort of kind of had some issues.
Yeah.
They weren't dumb about it.
No.
They spent the entire show discussing it. It was amazing. My favorite quote was Kane saying, "You're like a brother to me, Bryan," and then Bryan saying, "You lit your brother on fire."
Yeah. He sure did.
And my other favorite quote was, what was it? I think it was like, you tried to abduct my wife. Kane said, "Yeah, tried."
Goodness gracious.
I loved that. That was amazing. Like, they had great chemistry. The Usos, I don't know what alignment they are,
Their faces.
but they came out to confront Bryan and Kane.
They did.
Huh?
What?
They came out to confront Bryan and Kane.
Yeah, I heard about them.
And they were acting like heels.
They're just whatever we want you guys to be that night. If we need you to tag team with Naomi, we put you out there tag team Naomi. They're whatever they want to be that night.
I guess.
That's what the landscape is now.
They're getting the Divas division booking now.
Yeah.
What alignment are you? You're every alignment.
Yeah.
They brought back Uso Crazy is here to stay, by the way. It's here to stay again. I know, Steve. I know. We're gonna keep, because the announcers were saying Uso Crazy. I think even the Usos themselves said Uso Crazy, which I don't even think they said when they were faces.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
Please tell me that I read the wrong thing, that I didn't read right, that Finn Balor and the Constable Skinhead, the guy I like, had basically a little dumb little kid shouting match kind of thing on Raw.
Oh, I almost forgot about that.
Please tell me it didn't happen.
Whoever's writing Finn's promos needs to stop. Whoever is writing Finn and Corbin's promos there need to stop.
Oh, he turned him into a joke.
It feels like they just looked up every 90s kids movie for dialogue. Like, you got Finn saying a bunch of mean things, like bringing he brought back up the TGI Fridays joke, which it was decent last week. Please don't milk it.
What joke was it?
It was because Corbin. He basically said Corbin's outfit looks like he worked at TGI Fridays.
Oh.
And it was decent, last week, but he brought it back and it wasn't. That's funny. And then Corbin shuts him up, and says, "Look here, you little twerp." So, Steve went full, just placing his head on his forearm. He is disappointed. He just called him a little twerp.
Goodness. They turned one of the coolest characters into a skinhead.
Even a skinhead would have said something else besides twerp.
Yeah, they would have.
Like, what was he, Vicky from Fair Odd Parents? What is this? It was a juvenile, like, back and forth. It was dumb. Well, yeah, Becky Lynch is still winning. I think she might get. I think because Carmel's beating Asuka, obviously.
Boo.
I know.
Isn't one of your friends a Carmella fan?
Yeah.
Does he listen to this?
Yeah, I think he does.
Shame on you, sir. Shame on
you. We call him Kato, so yeah, or John.
She's cute, but I want Asuka to get the title.
I mean, now I don't mind them building. What's wrong?
No. I'll tell you later.
I don't mind them building Carmella as a heel. She's a decent heel. Yeah, she can't wrestle, or she can't wrestle like the others. She would have fit well in the Divas division back in the day, but people kind of outclass her now. But like with Alexa Bliss, I feel like that's sort of the appeal in terms of their heelness. They're not the better wrestlers, and that's fine. The heel doesn't always have to be a good wrestler, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just have to be conniving. JBL was not the best wrestler. He was a decent heel.
Yeah.
You know, like it's fine that they're not a great wrestler. So I don't mind. So people complaining that, oh no, Asuka, she's buried now, guys. It's fine. She went on like a 500-day. She had like a 500-day title reign with a 100+ winning streak, better than Goldberg's, mind you. Like fully acknowledged when she was in NXT that she had a streak better than Goldberg's. People complaining that she's been buried is not true. You need to build other people. You know? And I feel like the internet barely gets that sometimes.
It's the internet, Deontay. What do you expect?
Yeah, really. So, Asuka, although to be fair, that her segment on SmackDown wasn't that good, though. They were teasing the Asuka versus Ellsworth match, and it didn't even happen. She slapped the mess out of him, though. So, I mean...
really?
Yeah, she slapped the mess out of him. But other than that, it was like, not really much. He should be paying for what he says. That's sort of his role. He's sort of the dummy for Carmella. What else we have on SmackDown? AJ Rusev had a decent little back and forth. AJ beat. I didn't see too much of the match. I was sort of in and out because of dinner. Rusev is not. See, my biggest fear with Rusev in this main event picture is that Rusev's not going to get a lot. Like, Rusev's promos, I felt were only going to consist of Rusev Day, and they weren't going to capitalize on Rusev's own charm and charisma. My fears were calmed when Rusev basically said the phrase, "I'm going to break into the house that AJ Styles built, throw you out." And then I think he said he's going to become the new owner. Yeah. That was one thing. That was great. Then, and because it was AJ versus Aiden English in the match, then Rusev says, as he's about to leave, as he gets off the apron, he says, "By the way, AJ, one more thing." And then Aiden English jumps to AJ after that distraction. Then Rusev says, "I forgot. Never mind." And then just leaves and then just walks off the apron. I'm like, that's the Rusev I love. I love that Rusev. Because Rusev's a very charming person.
He is.
Like, his Twitter stuff is fun. He himself has a fun personality. And I feel like W should really capitalize on that. Sandy versus New Day is going to happen soon, if you care about that. Hey, do you like Sanity? Like, what would like?
I don't, to be honest, I don't really watch NXT like that.
Well, what's your impressions on them so far?
I mean, I used to watch like I said TNA, so I knew
You know,
Eric
yeah,
Young.
yeah.
They're okay. I mean, I liked it better than Office of Pain.
Really?
Yeah.
You like Office Pain?
Yeah, they're all right, but you know.
Not into like the whole big scary men thing.
Yeah, no, unless they're we got a CrossFit Jesus, we got a Samoan Jesus, we got lunatic fringe Jesus. Then and they're coming to the crowd with cool music, and
Okay.
then it's something different.
Basically, them wearing those tactical vests is just like, yeah. Now, funny thing, apparently I keep hearing this is such a loose rumor. I doubt it's ever going to happen, but I hear people saying like, the Empire of Pain, a stable featuring the Olives of Pain and guess who?
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Oh, I like it. So, like, if Reigns turns heel, he wants his new shield. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it could work. Other than that, though, wrestling's been sort of slow this week, I guess. Sort of, kinda. Or at least WWE has been slow in terms of news. Bray Wyatt got in a car crash. Heard
He'll be
about
ready
that?
for next Sunday though.
Yeah, he'd be ready. But did you hear why he got into it?
No.
Distracted driving from him. Apparently, he was texting while driving, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, so, like...
Texting JoJo. Yeah, I'll be there in like 10, 15 minutes.
No, don't worry, babe. I just got some call. I got a call from my ex and the kids. Who cares? Man, that's dirty, man. Every time I feel like I like Bray, I keep remembering that he left his wife and kids for JoJo.
Yeah.
That's jacked up, man. And this whole thing, like, I don't know, like, that's wild. What else happened? Like, not really much happened, I guess, in WWE news. I guess I can take a venture out into the rest of the wrestling world. So New Japan had a special in America, right?
Yeah.
And it was basically a special just like it was a Kenny Omega produced actually. Kenny Omega produced it, and he essentially apparently on the show a sex offender was booked on there.
Really?
The dark match, admittedly, but it was a sex offender booked on the show, and the fans and a lot of people took some harsh umbrage to that. They were like, Kenny, did you even know this guy was a sex offender? How could you book a sex offender on the show? And Kenny basically said, I didn't know he was a sex offender. I didn't really book that. I didn't book the dark match. That was the one match I didn't book, he says. And he also says, he'll try and do better next time. Now, my thing is, I'm not going to sit here and defend a sex offender at all. But, that's a tough slope to even touch. Because you don't want to sit there and, let a man's past sort of carry itself into the future or him trying to have a job. But at the same time, it's a sex offender and Kenny Omega probably should have known that.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of crazy. I feel like he really, really should have vetted that one better. I didn't see the special itself. It seemed like it was just more new. It was like just basically New Japan filler. You know what I mean? Like tag matches and matches that don't have any consequence to anything.
Yeah.
But it was Kenny's first self-produced show, so good for him. ROH had a show. Do you pay any attention to ROH?
When I had time, like I said, I haven't had time really just to watch wrestling, and I couldn't even watch WWE. So.
All right. So, but you know who Dalton Castle is?
Yeah.
The world champion.
Okay.
Who hasn't really been doing well in the eyes of the fans recently because Bullet Club is basically over. Yeah. So, okay, so you know All In. We talked about that before. All In.
Yeah.
You know about the whole thing where it was Cody, the NWA world champion, challenged Cody for the belt as long as Cody won the ROH world title. So, the pay-per-view itself, Best in the World, was not that bad. I came in during the middle of it, and what I saw was pretty good. And the other stuff that I saw, like over time,
Yeah.
was not that bad at all. Um, I can definitely say I think I'm officially weirdly enough I'm officially a fan of the Briscoes. I like how they wrestle. I like their style.
Yeah.
Uh, Young Bucks, I'm still always on the fence with them because it always feels like every time they do a great spot, and I'm like, okay, I like these guys, and then they make the spot just like then you kick out of it. I'm just like, come on, Bucks, that should have ended the match right there. Stop blowing it all right here. But like, and so that was a good match.
Yeah.
Hangman Page, my man's. I wish he had won I wish he had won that TV title against Punishment.
Didn't I put you on to Hangman Page? Didn't I put you on to him?
It was a mix of you and my boys on the Discord.
Okay, interesting.
Uh, so Hangman Page, yeah, that's my boy now. Decent-ish match against Punishment Martinez, who I think has a pretty cool move set. He has a pretty cool sit-out choke slam. His gimmick though, I'm not a big fan of it. I'm hoping Hangman wins it in the next show or the next big show. I'll be down for that. The main event of Best in the World was Dalton Castle versus Marty Scurll.
Whoop whoop.
I was waiting for it.
Whoop whoop. Too sweet. Whoop whoop. Too sweet. Whoop whoop.
Steve's a big Marty Scurll fan.
Every club needs a villain.
And Cody. So it was a triple threat match. Cody's Titantron, or whatever they call it in ROH, was hilarious because it was literally just the phrase Bullet Club is fine. It was hilarious. And it kept like multiplying.
Oh gosh.
Also, Brandy. What else can I say? She's amazingly she's the most attractive woman I have seen in the wrestling business in a long time. Yes. Brandy.
Say it again.
Brandy's the most attractive woman in the wrestling business right now. I say that right now. Brandy. I put her over Sasha. I put her over Becky. I put her over Peyton Royce. Yes, I said it.
Okay, I'm done with the podcast for the day. I'm walking out.
I put Brandy over Peyton Royce. Also, the Bernard the Business Bear was there, but then Cody kicked him out. So the NWA World Champion was at ringside, Nick Aldis, along with Billy Corgan. Match. The match itself was essentially just ROH recently in a nutshell. It was Bullet Club taking over most of the match, and then the ROH exclusive just sort of like trying to fit in wherever he could. Nick Aldis basically swatted away one of Dalton's boys. Like he was just paper because Dalton threw the boy at him over the rope like a lawn dart. But the match itself just devolved into dumb, honestly. Like, so the story of the match was to most likely was just Cody wants to win the belt because he wants to, at All In he wants to face Nick Aldis for both belts. And then you have Marty Scurll who just wants to be ROH World Champion. He's been trying to win it for a long time.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want Cody getting in the way of that. And then you got Dalton Castle, who at this point is just starving for TV time, or starving for time in between Bullet Club.
Yeah.
But he's also injured because his legs hurt. So Nick Aldis, for all intents and purposes, like it just seems like Nick Aldis. Cody, it has never been said before that Nick Aldis actually wanted to face Cody that bad. Because he put out that challenge saying, if you want to fight me for the NWA title, then win the ROH title. That is a challenge that Cody should be that Cody should be trying to win by himself. So why is Nick Aldis interfering in this match to try and help Cody win? What? What was the purpose of that? Wasn't the whole point was that Cody was supposed to win by himself? If you wanted to face Cody that bad, then just make the challenge. You yourself are supposed to make that challenge. Not, oh, well, maybe I'll help Cody win so that we can face each other. It was a nonsensical plot point in the story. And it just became such a cluster in the end of it. And then you got Marty, and honestly, the fans wanted Marty Scurll to win so bad. They were behind Scurll 100%. They didn't want Cody to win because Cody. They didn't want Dalton to win because his reign just hasn't been going well. People wanted Scurll to win. But in the end, shocker, Dalton actually wins. Dalton actually beat Cody and Scurll. And so Dalton's on the ground right after the pinfall. He's celebrating. They hand him the belt, and then the show ends. Like literally, Dalton didn't even get 10 seconds to hold the belt before the show ended. Normal shows end with the champion at least given 1 minute to celebrate. Dalton didn't even get a second. So goes to show you how they felt about Dalton there. Oh, and make matters even funnier. By the way, Jay Lethal's your new ROH World Champion. Over like the week, like literally maybe like a few days after Best in the World, Jay Lethal wins the ROH World title. Which honestly, hey, I like Jay Lethal. So good for him. I like him. I'm glad he's champion again. Jay Lethal is basically the face of ROH right now, and he might as well be champion again. Because it's time you got someone who the fans do actually love now still as ROH World Champion again. And you know what? I'm glad ROH didn't put the belt on Cody. Because it's time ROH sort of stops saying, hey, we're not just going to be New Japan pawns and storylines, okay? We're kind of tired of being that. We're just going to be our own thing, and we'll help you out with whatever you need sometimes, but we're kind of sick of being, the second-rate player in your storylines. We're tired. We're not going to put the ROH title on Cody just for it to be part of the Bullet Club storyline. We're not doing that. So I'm glad ROH has a backbone at least. You know what I mean? It's glad they have it's a good thing to have a backbone. But after that, I mean, not much else in the wrestling world has happened so much really. At least nothing too important, nothing too earth-shattering. Yeah, that's about it really. I mean, you got anything, Steve?
No.
Yeah, wrestling. Not much wrestling rumors have been abound. Vince is extremely high on AJ.
Of course.
He's apparently might be getting like a historic reign with him with the W title.
He deserves it.
He does.
It's AJ
Styles. I mean, hey, if AJ gets a crazy long reign, I'm down for it.
Yeah, it's AJ Styles.
Great matches.
Yeah.
No, although I can see the fans just going like, "Oh, we don't like him now. He's been champion for too long." I can see it.
They can kiss it.
They can. Like AJ deserves. If anyone on that roster deserves a long reign, it's him. I can see AJ holding the belt to WrestleMania next year. Honestly, if they're that high on him, imagine AJ versus Bryan at WrestleMania.
That won't happen.
You think Bryan's leaving?
No. He's going to stay because his big thing was he wants to wrestle again with WWE, but they don't want to make him a top guy because of his injury history.
Right.
So he's basically going to be staying around and tag team, mid card, something like that.
Well, see, I think he can still fight for the world title.
Well, yeah, but
oh yeah, don't give him the franchise. He can't be the franchise guy.
He's not going to hold the belt.
He's not going to hold it.
That's the report that he's not going to hold the belt, and he's fine with this as long as he's wrestling back in WWE. He's fine.
Okay.
He doesn't care about holding a title. He just wants to wrestle again in WWE.
That's fine. Because Shawn Michaels didn't even hold a belt for much of his career, his second run.
No.
He was. I think he was world. He was only world champion once for like a month in 2002. he didn't win another belt until he won the tag titles with Cena in '07. And then he didn't win another belt until 2009 with Triple H when they held the tag titles.
DX.
Yeah.
So expect that with Daniel Bryan, basically.
That's fine. It's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
Well,
Like, a 1 month title reign for Daniel Bryan is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't even mind that. I'm just saying AJ versus Bryan at WrestleMania would be amazing.
Yeah.
Plus, AJ is the franchise of SmackDown. They'd be kind of jacked up to kind of give that to Bryan after all that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
AJ is SmackDown. He should never be traded from SmackDown. Like, you know how Taker never got traded away from SmackDown after he got sent there?
Yeah.
That should be AJ. Like, just a near decade of just being on SmackDown.
Yeah, I wouldn't rule it out.
What else have I seen the rumors? Admittedly though, as much as the promos on Raw sucked, Balor and Corbin have had a pretty crazy Twitter feud.
I think I read about that.
Like, those were some pretty harsh jabs. If they were saying those jabs on Raw, that would be amazing. Like, Corbin telling Finn, WE, or I think it was like WE had to, what did he say? I think he said WE called me. They didn't call you, or whatever. And then Finn, and basically him saying, like, he could beat him and his little club, and like, they was just trading some harsh, like, look that stuff up. I loved it. Finn honestly won it in the end, but those were some pretty harsh jabs they were throwing. Although it's been said before, Corbin and Finn don't like each other backstage.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like, they have some legit beef. And I could see Corbin being that guy who doesn't have a lot of friends backstage.
Yeah, he's a loner.
Yeah.
Hence the name the Lone Wolf.
Yeah, that's some true to life stuff. It seems like a very friendly locker room, but I'm sure there's still like those certain people, you know?
Yeah.
Who do you think is like it's crazy how wild locker rooms were back then, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you don't even see that nowadays, I bet. I don't know. Last bit of news, let me think. I got something else, I'm sure. Rumor mill hasn't really been fast for WWE, really. Other than the elite stuff. I don't know.
Elite.
Man, I ain't got nothing else, honestly. So we're gonna end the wrestling segment right here, and we'll see you for the miscellaneous segment. We'll be right back.